If you are running meeting after meeting and again after meeting at work, I have a perfect solution for you, because now you will receive a meeting summary, a key takeaways, and a to-do list on your email directly with this automation, and it will allow you to be more productive, more proactive, and more valuable at your workplace. So if you want to know how to do it with Make, just stick to this video because I have the solution for you. Hi everyone, and welcome in my second episode where I do step-by-step tutorial for business process automation using no-code platforms so that anyone can implement that on the workplace. Today, I really want to help you to be more productive, more proactive, and more valuable on the workplace. So today we are gonna automate business reports based on a meeting, so that at the end of your meeting, it will draft automatically an email with a summary of what has been discussed, the key takeaways, and a to-do list with deadlines. The only thing that you have to do is to validate the draft and send the email to your team, to your manager, or to your clients, and they will be very amazed by how quick you are able to do a summary with the key takeaways and a to-do list. So if you're interested, please follow along, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and to give me some ideas on what automation you want to implement at work the next time. So before jumping into the automation itself, let's understand how a meeting on MS Teams works. So usually when you start a meeting and you decide to record the meeting itself, it is directly uploaded into OneDrive in a folder called recordings with a file. It has always the name meeting at the start. It works quite the same for Zoom and for Google Meet, but in this video, we will focus mainly on MS Teams meetings. If you are an employee of a company, please be aware that you might need to ask your IT guy to grant access to OneDrive for Make.com. But once it is granted, it's quite easy to implement this automation. So let's go into Make in order to make our automation. So as the recording is uploaded automatically on OneDrive, you have to connect your OneDrive as a first module, and you want to add the module watch a file. Why watch a file? Because you want the automation to be triggered only once a new file has been uploaded onto your OneDrive. So you select this module, and then you have to connect your OneDrive. If you haven't done it so, you just have to click on add and make the connection to OneDrive, and then it will create a webhook for OneDrive. By the way, what is a webhook? So webhook is pretty easy to understand. It's a link created by Make.com that will be provided to OneDrive, so that every time that there is a new file or a new update in OneDrive, OneDrive can send the information to this specific link so that Make.com can receive the information. So let's have a look on how it works if we can get the file. So let's imagine that I'm doing a meeting right now and I'm recording it. I'm ending this meeting, and now the file will be automatically uploaded into your OneDrive. Here I took a meeting recorded, and I downloaded this video from YouTube because I don't have a case right now. But now let's imagine it has been uploaded. So let's see how it works on Make. You can see that, oh, it received the information, and here it has processed the information. So the next step is to download the file, because you want to pass the file into a generative AI in order to get the transcript of the recording. So let's add a new module. Here you want to download the file from OneDrive. So you click on download a file. And here what you want is to choose the file ID. You want to enter it manually so that you can select directly the file ID from your first module output. If you choose to do it selected from a list, then you will have some issues, because you have to indicate the path of it, so recordings, and then you have to indicate the file. But because you want to download only the file that has been added, you want to get it from what has been seen by the first module of watching the file. So here I will just say file ID. So that has been done, but because you don't want to download any file, because this first module will be triggered for any file added to your OneDrive. It could be a Word document, it could be a PowerPoint, it could be a video that you uploaded on your OneDrive, and you don't want to trigger all the other modules just because of that. So you need to add a filter to get only the files that are related to recordings of meetings. So let's call this filter like last recording. And what you want is to get the name is equal to recordings. So that it only gets the file, it only downloads the files that are in the folder recordings. But additionally, you don't want to download all recordings made during the day or during the week. You just want the one that has just been recently uploaded on OneDrive. So you have to add another rule. So you click on Add End Rule. And here what you want is the last modified time. So when it has been uploaded onto OneDrive, has been uploaded only in the last 5 minutes, right? Because you don't want files that have been uploaded an hour ago for another meeting. So here you have to go into the time operator, but I don't want time. I want a date time operator. I want to check last modified time is later than, and here what I want is, so I choose this one, add minutes. I want now. Now, and here I have to put -5. So what does that mean? Basically, I want that this time is no later than the time now minus 5 minutes. So in the last 5 minutes. If you don't put the plus, if you don't put the minus, you will get only the files that are now and in the next 5 minutes. And that's not the case. You want in the last 5 minutes. Okay? So that it makes sure that you will download only the file of the meeting that you've just done, okay? It's very important because otherwise the whole process automation will be triggered for any kind of files, even for a Word document. That's not what you want. If you like automation at work and you want me to help you to implement some automation in your workplace, let me know what should be my next video in the comments below. Okay, so let's check how it works until now. Let's test our process. So let's imagine I'm doing once again a meeting right now, and the meeting is uploaded into my file, into my folder recordings, and let's check how it works. So make.com will watch for a new file. Up, you watch it. Then it is sent here with my filter, and here I have my file. It has been downloaded. So once it's done, you have to use the video in order to get the transcript, in order to get what has been said during this meeting, right? So let's go add a new module with ChatGPT, with OpenAI. And what you want is, like, you don't want ChatGPT, you want Whisper. What is Whisper? Whisper is a technology from OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT, that allows to translate an audio file into a transcription. So in our case, it allows us to get the transcription of the meeting and get exactly what has been said by the people of this meeting. So let's choose analyze. Where are you? You can either create a translation or create a transcription. Transcribe an audio to text, Whisper. So that's what we want. So here, once again, you connect your API. And what you want is to connect the file that you downloaded in the previous module, right? And what you want to ask to the assistant, you want to say, please, write the transcript of this business meeting. Keep it as it is, as all the informations are important. So basically, I just want to transcribe the audio into a transcript, and I want the exact words. so that I have exactly what has been said during the meeting, and I can then send this transcript into another ChatGPT. And I want it as a text, right? Because I want to pass the text into another ChatGPT later on. Okay, uploaded. Let's run it. So download the file, send to Whisper in order to transcribe the audio, and let's check what the transcription will say from it. And here you can see that the audio, so the meeting has been translated into text. And it's very important because now what you want is to pass the text into ChatGPT in order to ask him to maybe summarize it, keep only the key elements, do a to-do action list. So let's ask ChatGPT, let's add a new module, ChatGPT, create a completion, so create a prompt, ask him to do something. Once again, you connect your API. You want the module, the model, I will choose the same as usual, GPT 4.0. And here I will write my prompt. Because it's a big one, I will not write it by my own. So add a message. I want to be the user, so I want to send a request to ChatGPT. And here is my prompt. I copy it like that because otherwise while writing it will take too long for you guys in the video, but let's go through it. So basically what I say is, so you are a secretary at company X with 15 years of experience, and your main task is taking meeting notes to write a report after the call. You have to write a summary of what has been discussed in the meeting and report the key takeaways. Don't miss out the quantitative metrics that might have been communicated. Key takeaways should be provided in bullet points. Sum up bullet points. Sum up in bullet points the next actions to be completed and indicate who is the owner of those next steps. And then I provide an example because I want him to do exactly the same format as usual, because maybe in my company there is a specific format to follow in order to write minutes of meetings. So I want to provide a clear example of what the output should look like. So let's say, for example, Skyrock product has been launched 2 weeks ago, and we already see a constant growth in product adoption and traction. Product adoption in bullet points grew by 30% over the last 7 days. Second bullet points, production traction grew by 18% over the last 7 days. To-do lists with bullet points, analyze the product adoption per customer, Gaetan deadline 15 January 2025. Propose some future development, product management team deadline 10 January 2025. And end of my example. And then the to-do list should be sorted in the chronological order of deadlines. Here is the transcript of the meeting. And here, what you need to do is to pass the output from the previous module, from the Whisper, the text that you got from the transcription of audio. And here is the word prompt. So let's give it a new try. Let's delete this one. And let's assume that a new meeting has been recorded. Okay. So run once. Wait for new data. I want to send again my upload, my meeting recordings. Let's see. Here it is loaded. Now make.com will look for the document. It will download it. It will create a transcription based on the audio of the meeting. And ChatGPT will summarize and get the key elements and a to-do list as I ask him to do, and in the same format. So let's check off the output. Let's go. So in the message content, meeting summary. So here you have a whole summary of the meeting. You have key takeaways, and you have a to-do list. Host pancakes breakfast to boost Friday attendance. Assign to team. The deadline next Friday. Create and display flu prevention posters around the campus, and so on. So it basically got the transcription of my meeting, and then it has been formatted into the way I wanted, so that then I can draft an email.
Hey, you Frenchy boy, why is the prompt so long?
Me? Oh yeah, I've done a prompt that long. It's because we're in a business context, and I believe that the outcome should be as close as what I want. And maybe in a business context, you have a specific guidelines that you have to follow when communicating with colleagues or with clients. So by providing examples of what the format should look like, will allow ChatGPT to be as close as what you need. And that's why I've done a prompt that long. So now what I want is to draft an email, because I want the meeting minutes to be sent to my manager, to my colleagues, to whoever needs to see the feedback of this meeting. So what I need to do is to add a new module called email, and I don't want to send an email, but I want to create a draft. So let's click on create a draft. Here you have to connect your email. So let me connect my email. Once again, it might take some time. I connect my mailbox directly to this module. Once it's done, you have to choose a folder where this draft will be saved. You can create a new folder if you want, called automation or whatever. But here I just want to save my draft into the folder drafts. I need to add a recipient, even though it's a draft. So let's say that. Then into the subject, I can write whatever I want. But if you want, you can choose the name of the file as well, because it will most probably have the name of the meeting. Then the content type should be into plain text, because you want to be readable by anyone. And in the content, what you need is to pass the summary that has been done by your previous module, ChatGPT. So you have to select result. So once it's done, we are done. So let's give it a try. So let's say that I activate my thing, and let's say that I recorded once again a meeting, and it is automatically uploaded into OneDrive. Once again, the meetings are automatically uploaded on OneDrive, so you don't need to upload manually those meetings, right? Just like for the sake of the exercise, that's what I'm doing, because I'm not in a meeting. So let's see how it behaves. Should receive. So it has checked there is a new file arriving. It downloads the file. Once again, it is converted from an audio into a text to get the transcript. Then the transcript is analyzed by ChatGPT, and then my email will be drafted. So let's go into my mailbox, and here you can see the whole email draft. And now, because you are in a company setting, you can just go through the minutes with the summary, see if it makes sense and it is correct, and then you can send it to your colleagues. We arrived to the end of this tutorial. I hope you liked it. If you do so, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and let me know what automation you want me to help you with in my next video. I hope to see you next week for a new automation. Take care. See you next week. Bye bye.